Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia and I'm the owner of Alicia Be Creative. Today we're doing something a little bit different and I cannot wait to show you exactly how I put this together and what I'm going to be using it for. So go ahead and stick around, but let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, so we're going to jump right into this video. And so this is a book sleeve that I created using a software on my iPad because I have been dying to try and figure out how to make my own STL files. And I made the cutest bookish sleeve here. However, I did not size it correctly and it was too small to fit on a 20-ounce tumbler. So I decided that I was going to transform this into a book vase to go on my bookshelf upstairs. So what I showed you in the beginning there, of course, was the sleeve itself, the two colors that I use for painting, and then I did do the tack it method on this tumbler on this sleeve in order to be able to give me that gorgeous sparkle. And then I did do one coat of epoxy. So we're actually going to be using my book lover bundle, which is available on my website at LiciaBeCreative.com, and you can use code CREATE to save yourself 10%. But what I went ahead and did was I took one of the 12 by 12 sheets of vinyl and I ended up sizing that to be a rectangle, but I wanted to do more of an inset look. So I took the measurements of my sleeve, and then what I ended up doing was making it just about like half an inch smaller, just so that we could really like frame sort of the inner section of a book. And it was to give that kind of like aesthetic of a sort of like a, like a not like a historical book, but like, like fan favorites, just like those books that just bring that nostalgia. And so that was kind of the vibe and idea that I was thinking about for this. So of course we're using my favorite color, purple, for most of this, but of course I am going to be jazzing this up. We're not just going to be adding vinyl, but we are going to be adding some of those elements as well from the UVDTF sheet, part of the book lover bundle, to really spruce this up, of course. So I can't wait to share that part. But the first thing I'm doing is I'm just framing out both sides of the sleeve and kind of framing around that vinyl as even as possible. So I'm just using some washi tape that I always grab from Hobby Lobby. It comes in like this metallic set of a bunch of different metallic like colors. And I usually grab this almost every time I'm at Hobby Lobby because I'm constantly using this washi tape in order to create cups, outline things, what have you. For a lot of my different designs. So I'm going to continue that same process on the back side of the cup as well. And so as I was putting this cup together, and I keep saying cup because the intention was it was supposed to be a sleeve for a tumbler, but now that it's a book vase, apologies. My ideas for this really was just something bright, floral, really just gives me all the book vibes without necessarily being a particular book. So I didn't want to create this sleeve that's going to turn into a vase for like a book that I love necessarily. I wanted to just really represent like my love of books. And so that's kind of the thought process, or the idea I should say, that I had when I was putting this sleeve together. So now that we have both the front side and back side all framed out, we can go ahead and move on to adding our decal, which is going to go on the front of the book. So this is the main character energy decal. I've used this before in a previous tutorial. It was actually my first bookish related tumbler that I created here on my YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and link that down below too. Just a really cute nostalgic moment there. Gorgeous cup, of course, and that's actually where I use this original decal. I will try and find the original decal where I purchased it from. I want to say it's from Bear Trend Digi Designs, I believe, but I will double check, and I will of course link that down in the description box for anybody who wants to utilize this decal for their own book related crafts or creations and such, or just really love this decal and want to add it to a cup. So I've just kind of done an offset of that main character energy. I wanted the wording to be white, and then I just did a purple offset just to kind of match sort of the background of the vinyl there as well. And then for the side here, in just white with no offset, we're going to add something to the spine of this book sleeve here, and that is going to be our one more chapter, right? So the famous line that I tell myself every night that I get in bed when I'm reading, I'm just going to read one more chapter, and before I know it, it is literally 1 a.m. and I have to work the next morning. So story of my life, honestly. So we're just going to add this to the spine, and then we'll get to add a little bit more of some of that vinyl and washi tape to the spine of this book sleeve as well, so that we can really jazz this section up. So I'm going to go back and take the vinyl that we were using originally, and I'm going to cut a section off of that vinyl. I'm just going to cut like a small section, and then I'm going to cut that section in half. So I would say I started with like about an inch of vinyl, if that makes sense, just like right off of the edge. And then I cut that section in half, which actually was quite challenging to do just because I couldn't hold it obviously when it was under there, and I wanted to make sure everything was straight. But anyway, after we've gotten that done, we're going to use these sections of the vinyl to create sort of like this outline around that decal. Okay, so I'm not really doing any measuring here. You guys know me. I don't like to measure. If I'm being completely honest, I'm just not a measurer. It's my my preference. Of course, you could measure this, and if you really look really closely, I'm sure you can see where things are slightly crooked and such. But this is meant to go on my bookshelf, so you know, for me, it's not a big deal. But if you are someone who is a perfectionist, then of course, definitely measure to your heart's content. But we're just going to take these two little slivers of vinyl here, and we're just going to kind of create this rectangle that kind of outlines that one more chapter decal along the spine of this book. So once we've gotten this lined, I then will be able to line the outline with more washi tape, just to kind of make this section pop. So what I really wanted to make sure was happening on this sleeve is, because I know it's going to be something that sits on my shelf, I wanted there to be, no matter what direction I place this sleeve on my shelf, that there is some eye-catching element, right? So if I choose to kind of put it on my shelf sideways, so just the spine shows, of course, I want that spine to look beautiful and really be eye-catching. If I'm, you know, facing it forward because I have enough space to face it forward, I want to make sure that there's something eye-catching on the front. And so that was kind of my thought process for all edges of this sleeve, to really just make sure that I was really adding elements and really making each side of the book sleeve stand out on its own, because depending on how I choose to style it on my bookshelf, it certainly could change. And I'm someone who's frequently like taking my books off my shelf and like reorganizing things and moving things around as a way, as I like to call it, organizing. Really, it's just like I sometimes just get bored with how things look, and I want to, you know, jazz things up and make it look a little bit different. So that was kind of the thought process as I was putting this together. I wanted all edges of this book sleeve to really just stand out, no matter how I place it or no matter how I styled it in my library or book space. So after we've done the inner section along the spine with our washi tape, we're also going to do the outer edge too, just to give it a little bit more of a standout featured look here with that same purple washi tape that we're using, which I will link down in the description box if I haven't mentioned that already. But again, I grabbed this right from Hobby Lobby. It's literally my go-to color of washi tape for sure. It's just so pretty, and it really goes with anything and everything. So we've got most of our elements on here, but of course we cannot forget to utilize this gorgeous 12 by 12 UV DTF sheet that comes as part of the Book Lover bundle. And we're going to be adding many of the florals that are on this sheet to the book sleeve, okay? So when I think books, I think florals. Like, I just love the vibe of books and florals together. It's just such a great aesthetic looking, you know, pair. And so we can't forget to add the floral. So we're going to add many, if not all of the pink florals here. And I'm kind of just picking and choosing. I have a large enough space in the front here and in the back where I'm going to be able to add quite a few of these pieces all over the front side and back side here to really just balance things out. pull in more of those floral elements. And what's really great about these floral elements is it matches the pink perfectly that is on the floral vinyl as well. So you're getting a perfect match, which, you know, let's be honest, I love a matchy set through and through, and this bundle does not disappoint. Now, as far as this book sleeve goes, I am still working on figuring out the actual dimensions for what size this needs to be to fit a 20 ounce or a 30 ounce. So I'm still working on that. In the meantime, though, I have listed the book sleeve as is for anybody who wants to make their own book vase. So if you are inspired by this video, or it's really giving you a great idea for what you want to create with it, maybe you want to snag one of these sleeves that you can turn into a vase, and also the book lover bundle, and create your own design, you of course are free to do that. So these are officially listed on the website. Now, mind you, they will not fit a cup, okay? However, hopefully I will have that coming soon once I figure out the actual dimensions with my 3D printer to figure out what size I need to scale it to in order to get a perfect fit for a sleeve for a 20 ounce tumbler or a 30 ounce tumbler, etc. So back to what we're doing here, of course, we're just adding all of those florals. So I've done the front side. Now I'm going to add the remainder of the florals to the back side here, just to balance things out, of course, and just kind of make that stand out. But again, going back to what I mentioned before, I am really trying to make sure each edge of this book has something that is standing out, something that's just eye-catching. That way, however I place it anywhere, like, it's going to look gorgeous. Okay. Now, finally, the last piece that we are going to do is I'm actually going to add things, a couple of the elements to the, like, the pages of the book, so to speak. And originally I wasn't going to, but I was like, what the heck? I might as well. I thought maybe I'd go back in, maybe take like some Posca paint pen, or maybe just like some paint or something to make the pages of the book look a little bit more defined. But I was like, you know what? I love some of these other elements that are on this UVDTF page. So we're going to go ahead and use those. So we're adding a couple like book stacks here just to kind of go with the vibe here. And again, like, although all of these elements were pulled together from different places in order for me to create this bundle, it is so breathtaking how all of these elements just play so well together. They play so well in the sandbox, and I just, every time I look at this, there's a huge smile on my face every time I've looked at this. So now we have all of our elements placed. Last thing I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and seal this. So this has been epoxied once. It is going to need another coat of epoxy, but because we are using UV-DTF, I don't want to have any issues where my epoxy repels and I have to add more coats of epoxy in order to make everything even. So going in with a coat of polyacrylic, just a thin coat with my gloved hand, is really just going to ensure that I get a nice, good seal with my epoxy, and I don't run into any last minute issues as I get this on the turner for its final coat of epoxy. So I did end up epoxying this with a couple of other cups that I was epoxying at the same time. It only needed about 20 mLs of epoxy before it was finished. And then, of course, after that was done, I decided that I needed to go right upstairs and add this to my shelf. I am so excited with how this came out. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite projects so far in 2026. But I hope that you guys loved this too. Of course, if you loved this video and you loved this tutorial, go ahead and head over to my website and grab up some of those items. And of course, come back and watch another tutorial, because I'm back here next Saturday with another fun one that I can't wait to share with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye!